The Earnestly Speaking podcast is a show that is founded on free-flowing conversation and may at times venture into mature subjects. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, Earnestly Speaking podcast. Let's get it. I'm a giant in New York, in Miami carry heat. So much more in store, my product can flood the street. Opinion Nation Godfather, CEO. Puff in the late 90s, gon' see me blow. Oh. Got my hustle on, no imitation of that. Army of untouchables, Opinion Nation staff. Never an off season, homie, check the numbers. Heart throbbing my own right, supplying southern comfort. Earnestly speaking, my ego is well fed. Earnestly speaking, you're too feeble and no threat. See, I'm like a hurricane, you're a mild breeze. Earnestly speaking, leaving Eli a dynasty. Shake!
Earnestly Podcast. Recording this Tuesday night, December 2nd, 2025. Again with America's Florida State Degenerate. Zach, what's up?
Not much, man. Still thinking about your last podcast I listened to.
Oh, the one with my dad and my brother?
Yeah, disrespecting Curry the way you were.
Okay, what was the problem? What was your problem with that show exactly?
Y'all were trashing Curry in comparison to Kobe. I mean, the love Kobe was getting just was blowing my mind.
I mean, we all have him top 10. What's the problem?
He's like the first one out in the top 10 when someone else moves in.
Who, Kobe?
Yeah.
You think so? Oh, okay. I know it's that bad for you. Damn.
Well, I mean, I went over this with you. You take the best player Kobe ever played with and the best player that Kobe ever played with, Curry and Kobe played with, right?
Yeah.
It's Shaq and KD.
Right.
And you lay them out. Who is the most dominant force of the four? It's Shaq.
Shaq, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
And then,
go ahead.
And then if you're comparing all four, KD comes in fourth out of the four, right? The guy who literally can't win without Curry. Curry's got 2 rings without and was robbed of a 3rd ring without him because of a suspension and injuries during the finals.
Well, we said in the show that Curry has an opportunity to go up the list though because he's still relatively in his prime. He's obviously not his prime, but he's still tailing his prime. And I don't see another ring at this point with this team anyway. But
man, look, at this point, he is still ahead of Kobe in the all-time greatness.
Okay. By the way, the segment we did last week about Kobe being the face of the league and whatnot, we got a lot of traction on social media. We got trashed on there, you and I. People didn't believe. I'm like, do you guys listen to the segment first off? We weren't saying it wasn't great. We just said that we don't think he was ever face of the league because of circumstances.
Those are people who are literally living off of BS from other players.
Yeah.
If you watched it with your own eyes, Kobe was never the face of the league.
Right. And
Just
that's
because,
good enough.
Yeah.
It's just the circumstance. It was mostly circumstances. He would have been if Colorado doesn't happen. He would have been space of the league.
Yeah.
Simple. So,
but because of it, you don't get credit for what didn't happen. All right.
Exactly.
You're just not the face of the league.
Yeah. Bottom line. I agree with you. Anyway, before we get to our picks, power rankings time. Week 14 coming up, and my God, these rankings were. I mean, we don't have a clear cut favorite right now in the league. We have a bunch of teams. Let's get to this bottom 5, man. This bottom 5 is so just like the same 5 teams pretty much in there. I added one extra one, but okay, give me bottom 5 real quick.
All right. So worst team in the league still hasn't changed.
Yeah, Titans. Right?
It's Tennessee. Second worst team in the league still hasn't changed for me. It's Las Vegas at 31.
Yeah.
At 30, it's the Saints to me.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the Jets, even though they just had a great game, at 29. And I know this team has a better record than yours. The way in which they have been playing, they deserve to be 28. And that's the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't consider that, but I probably should consider that one. All right, for me, 32 Titans, I agree with you. This is where you and I we divvy off a little bit. 31 the Giants, 30 the Saints, which I agree with you also as well. 29 the Raiders, 28 I went the Falcons. I went the Falcons this time.
Yeah.
Another game that should beat the Jets. But the Jets, you see the stat on the Jets though? They won more games in November than the Chiefs and the Colts. You see that stat? Pretty crazy, huh?
I did not see that, but that is remarkable.
That is pretty crazy, man. The Jets turn things around. Aaron Glenn, let's go. All right, forget the bottom 5. Top 10. Number 10, you got, buddy.
At number 10, making my list is. No. Sorry. We're not there yet. At number 10, it's the 49ers.
Okay, I like that. 10 for me is the Chargers, actually. Now, having said that, a little concerned because they play Monday Night Football. We'll get to that in the picks. Justin Herbert may not play a game because he had surgery. He was having surgery this week. On his was his hand. It was his hand, something like that. But he may play still. It's nothing serious though. But he could miss the game, but nothing. They kind of got on the radar now the last couple weeks though. The Chargers.
Yeah, I actually took them off of my list this week.
Okay.
Just going over who they've been playing recently to be winning, I had to drop them.
All right, number 9, who you got?
At number 9, a new team on my list, the Texans.
Ooh,
they have been balling out of late, and they deserve the respect.
Yeah, best defense in football. C.J. Stroud played very well against Indy. All of a sudden, they're back in the race now for the division. Colts are falling apart a little bit. Yeah, I see that. Unfortunately, not my top 10 though. Number 9 for me is the Bills. I know Pittsburgh's really mid, but that's a big win against the Steelers though on the road. It's a big win.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because that's right now that wild card in the AFC is getting very, very, very messy. It's very crowded. So look, Buffalo at this point pretty much has no chance to win the division. But 5 weeks ago, the 3 back and honestly 4 back with the tiebreaker. So the odds on winning the division is slim to none. So the wild card, it's a mess. So you want to get in that. You want to have that win. If you lose that game, you're 7-5 now. All of a sudden, you have the teams behind you clawing at you. Nah, you want to make sure you have enough wins possible to avoid getting into that mess in the final weeks of the season. So, big win for Buffalo there last week. The Bills are number 9. All right, number 8, you got.
At number 8, I probably put them too low, but I just haven't been inspired by them of late. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, I see it. I definitely see it. They are struggling. I mean, you're seeing signs of 2023 all over again. It's not a good thing either. No. How about another game, AJ Brown as well, and they still lose? So again, what's the priority here? We feed AJ Brown or to win games? I think he's. I think if they even if they win a Super Bowl, but I think especially if they don't, if they out of the playoffs, whatever, that he's done in Philadelphia this year. I think they're not gonna put up his bullshit anymore. So number 8 for me is the Niners. What a story, dude! 9 wins this year, and again, another team under the radar, winning 9 games this year with all the injuries. Brock Purdy missed most of the year, and Kyle Shanahan's still plugging along, and they're right in the mix of the division, dude. They're right there. They're right there, half a game behind Seattle and the Rams. So great story there in San Francisco. So Niners for me, number 8. Number 7, who you got?
At number 7, I have Green Bay. They've turned it on of late, but again, it's a hit and miss team. Jordan Love is literally up and down like an EKG. So,
yeah, I also agree with number 7 as well too. Yeah, they're a team that I don't like. There are weeks where I'm like, I like you guys, and you guys are a Super Bowl team. And there are weeks I'm like, I don't trust you fuckers, man. I just don't. But man, this week against what they did this week against Detroit, pretty much dominating them. Pretty much, I mean. That's pretty impressive stuff there, man. And I know the Bears right now the story in the NFC North, but Packers are still scary, man. High to powers, Packers are a Super Bowl team. High to powers. So
yeah, no, I think the bigger issue with like the Lions, as you mentioned them, is you have a special teams coach who's now calling the offensive plays.
That reminds me of some another team from way back when. But
yeah.
All right, number 6, you got.
At number 6. It's the NFC NFC North leaders right now, and actually the number one seed in the NFC, the Chicago Bears.
Mm.
They
I'm.
cannot be stopped.
They are slowly. I'm slowly buying into them. Slowly, but I mean, it's a big win in Philadelphia on a Friday. That's a big win. I said on the show last week, if they win this game, they will crack my 10. This is the first time this year been in my top 10. And I said if they win this game, they'll crack my 10. And they are there for
All
me.
right.
They'll be in a second. That's actually higher than you, actually. 6 for me is the Eagles, the team they beat. Again, they're the one team that at any point they can turn it on and be the best team in football, and it's not close. They're the most talented team in football. There's something going on there. And it's easy to say AJ Brown, and maybe it is AJ Brown, but I think it's more than just that. It's more than just that. I mean, I never see Eagles defense get gashed like that on the ground. On the ground, like 200 yards.
I think it was over 250 yards. It was embarrassing.
It was horrible. I'm like, what the hell? I've never seen Eagles defense play as bad before on the ground. Unbelievable. But 6 for the Eagles, holding out hope. Not hoping that, but holding out that they would actually climb back in the top 5. But for now, no. All right, number 5, you got.
At number 5, I think that this past weekend was the switch that this team needed. And it's the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. I know they beat an Aaron Rodgers team where Aaron Rodgers couldn't even throw for 40 yards in the first half, couldn't throw a ball past the line of scrimmage. But again, you go on the road in that atmosphere and you pull out a victory the way in which they did. I think it meant something to this team, and I think they turned the page.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 for me is the Bears. Again, big win in Philadelphia. I spent a while ago when you picked them in 6. I'm still. Again, we'll get to the picks in a second. If they can pull up a win against Green Bay this week, now we got something to talk about there. But Bears are 5 for me. All right, 4. Who do you got?
At 4, I have Seattle. I couldn't reward you with who you played this past weekend. Okay, I'm sorry.
But they beat them the way you're supposed to.
You know yes, they did. Yes, they did. Look at the quarterback they played against. I mean, honest to God.
What's his name? I don't remember his name.
Brosmer.
Probably the worst interception I've ever seen in my entire life. You see that shit?
I don't know about that. Who was that one Bills quarterback that threw 6 interceptions in a game?
Nate
Peterman or something?
Nathan Peterman, yeah. Oh, my God. It was terrible. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and he got to stick around in the league for a couple of years.
Yeah, he may be in the league now still, too, to this day. I got to check it out. Shit. 4 for me is the Broncos. Again, another team that's, like the Bears in the sense in the AFC. Well, like, the record's the record, man. I'm still on the fence about overall. Bo Nix is not having a great year, but the defense is amazing, and they're still winning games, and winners win, I guess, right? So, I mean, do I still think they're a Super Bowl team? Really, does this team go to Super Bowl? Well, at this point, the AFC looks wide open, and if the AFC doesn't have the Chiefs and the Ravens in the playoffs this year, every team's live. So, by default, Denver number 4. All right, with 3, you got.
It's the best team in the AFC. With that defense, you can go to the Super Bowl. It's the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll see more. I mean, obviously, I have my apprehension of this team, but 3 for me is the Seahawks. That defense is what was selling me on this team. That is probably after Houston, or just as good as Houston, the best defense in football, in my opinion. So Seattle is the winning is what it's supposed to, and then we'll see about that. All right, 2 you got.
At number 2, I don't know. It's because you cost me a shit ton of money this past weekend, and because you lost to a quarterback who's 5'6". But yeah, it's the Rams. All right, that was embarrassing. You could have lost any of your other games for the last 6-7 weeks, and I wouldn't have trashed you. But that was embarrassing.
I was gonna pull. I can't pull a switch yet. I got to pass it 2. Pass it 2 for me. Drake May might be MVP. He might.
Yeah.
Best deep ball throw in the game right now. I don't get it. Like, and they're not overly talented, really, in my opinion. Like, I mean, they have good players, but
They don't have
again,
a receiving core you'd ever want to have. They don't have a running game you'd ever trade for. And yet he's doing what he's doing.
right. It's weird how good they are, but I guess Vegas knew 8.5 wins. They knew. I mean, we questioned when you started, like 8.5 wins. I don't get it. Huh. Well, they're 11-2 now. So there you go. One for you is Patriots, right?
One for me is the Patriots.
Yeah. One for me is the Rams. I couldn't pull the trigger just yet on that. I still think High Powers are better than all these teams right now. They would do a bad loss, and as bad as they played on Sunday, they almost won that game anyway. So I don't want to hold that against them just yet. You know, in a year where every team has one bad loss, this is their bad loss. Although Carolina, I don't know if you call Carolina a bad loss now when they have 7 wins and they're right now in the middle of the playoff race and they come in the NFC South. So
I had a 10-team parlay, a 10-team teaser. That was the only loss. I also had a 15-game parlay. And if it wasn't for a basketball game where the Bulls lost to garbage, oh my God, I would have been cursing up a storm looking at that.
oh my God.
I hit 5 games in the NFL, 3 out of 4 in NBA, and then went 4 out of 5 for NFL. I was losing my mind on that one, on that parlay.
No, I don't blame you, man. But 15-game parlay, my God. Was it all money line?
No, all spreads.
That's a problem.
It wouldn't have mattered. The Rams and the Bulls still would have screwed me.
I know. No, I get it. But that's why I stopped running spreads a long time ago. All right. Week 14, here we go. Best bets. Before we get started, our buys. These are the last buys of the year, by the way. We got 4 teams on buys. We have the Panthers, the Patriots, the Giants, and the Niners, Zach. Of these 4 teams, who needs to buy more?
Ooh. Probably
Panthers,
the Niners
Patriots.
Niners probably need it more for health wise.
Yeah.
Panthers probably hate this buy because, I mean, they're winning right now.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree though on the Pats also too. I mean the Niners rather. The Pats are healthy, I think, right?
I mean, they're missing their left tackle, and he's not coming back for a couple more weeks. So
right,
having this bye means nothing for him.
Right. I'm within the Niners also too, and I agree with you. Carolina also too, with the momentum right now, they could have used to keep playing. You know, I get that. All right, here we go. Thursday night football, huge game. Cowboys at Lions. The Lions are 3-point favorites. The over/under, Zach, is 54.5. 54. Huge game.
I should really play it safe, take the over. But my feeling right now with Dan Campbell calling plays, give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys with Campbell blowing this game because of going forward on 4th down.
So going Cowboys?
Going Cowboys.
Well, I'm playing it safe in the over. But Dallas' defense is really woken up now. Really done a decent job this couple weeks. And my bet still alive. I'm with my buddy Mario, who I bet $100. I'm after my bet $100 bet. They win 9+ games. I'm pretty much alive.
That trade for Quentin Williams, where they were killing Jerry Jones earlier, it is paying off massively right now.
It really is, man. But I went over this one just to be safe because you know, I can't even say it's a short week because both these teams played on Thursday last week, so it's actually a full week. So Dallas playing, but one team's going ascending, the other team's descending. But Detroit, anytime they want to, they can just turn it on. You know what I mean? So, but I'll take the over in this one. All right, Sunday, here we go. We got Seahawks at Falcons. The Seahawks are 7-point favorites. The over/under, Zach, is 44.5.
Oh, give me the Seahawks. This is one of those games you're not even supposed to take a West Coast team. You should automatically take the East Coast team with the points, but fuck that. Atlanta is trash right now. Give me Seattle.
They're so trash in my bottom 5. Give me Seahawks as well, too. I'm with you. All right, we got Titans at Browns. Oh, my God, here we go. The Browns are 4-point favorites. The over/under, Zach, is 34.5.
Oh, give me the under. And you know what, Cam Ward? You want to even prove you deserve to be a first round draft pick over this kid? You better show up this week.
Oh, I'm picking Cleveland. I think Cleveland's defense alone wins this game. If it's one thing that the Browns do well, more than the team, most teams in the league anyway, is their defense is dominant. So give me the Browns to win this game. I think they'll cover 4 points just on defense alone. So, all right, we got Commanders at Vikings. The Vikings are 1.5 point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 41.5.
It's really going to hurt our draft status, but yeah, it's going to hurt my draft status, but Washington wins this game, and I don't know if it's even going to be close.
Yeah, I got Washington too. Yeah, Minnesota sucks. I'm assuming that same kid that started for the Vikings is starting again.
I don't know. McCarthy was on a concussion thing.
Oh, that's
protocol.
Right. Yeah.
So he should be back by now. He's young enough. It's his first concussion that I'm aware of, even through college.
Yeah. Boy, I am not surprised Washington almost won that game with Denver. I am not surprised whatsoever.
So. I am.
All right. Dolphins at Jets. The Dolphins are 2.5 point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 41.
Give me the Dolphins on their comeback of the season, man. Keep that train rolling.
I think they do win the game most likely, but I'm gonna take the over in this one. The best bet's the over. It's low enough. But I don't trust Tua though, bro. Tua's so up and down.
Point total's low enough. If you think Dolphins are gonna win, you might as well take it.
True, but I think both these teams can score. The Jets out of nowhere are scoring 25 points plus a game now as of late. So why not? Why not be a 27-24 game? Might as well. So give me over in this one. All right, Saints at Bucks. The Bucks are 8.5 point favorites. The over under, Zach, is 43.
Give me the over. 8.5 division rival game. Bucks are still missing pieces. Baker's hurt. I just don't see him covering.
I thought about that too, also, man. But for every 2 or 3 good Saints games, competitive Saints games, there's a bad one on the horizon. I think this is the bad one on the horizon. Give me Bucks cover the spread here. All right, huge game here. Colts at Jaguars. The Colts are 1.5 point favorites. The over under, Zach, is 47.5. Disrespectful too. Disrespectful spread there for the Jags. Jags right now in first place by virtue of the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so again, I want to remind you of my prediction earlier this season before the season started.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to lead me to make this pick. Indiana has turned into Danny. So give me Sunshine and his boys to win this game and cover.
Well, he's to be fair though, he is hurt though.
Yes, he can't run, and that really limits him.
Yeah, I'm taking the under in this game as the best bet. The under. This is what I feared the Colts. This is what I feared, man. Is that they hit a wall, and they officially hit the wall. So give me the under in this one. All right, this is a big game. Big game. Here we go. Steelers at Ravens. The Ravens are 6-point favorites. The over under, Zach, is 43.5.
Look, I've crushed the Ravens of late. Crushed them all season because they've been trash.
And rightly so.
Look, I don't care how bad your defense is. Anybody can stop the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers playing right now, the way he's playing. Give me the Ravens to cover.
Lamar's hurt. I think Lamar's still hurt.
I don't care if he is hurt, though. So is Aaron Rodgers. Dude cannot throw a football past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm taking the over in this game, though. Both these defenses are still pretty shaky. I think Lamar's still hurt, though. But at the same time, Baltimore's better. We shouldn't be too surprised as the Bengals won last week. But, yeah, Pittsburgh's bad. And I think I see a world now where Mike Tomlin's alone the coach this year.
My biggest concern with the Ravens, though, is why isn't Derrick Henry getting the ball? Like, what is going on with that? 10 carries, 12 carries? This dude is still a beast in this league.
That's a Jim Harbaugh problem.
Yeah.
But Jim Harbaugh might not be there much longer. Just saying. All right. Bengals at Bills. The Bills are 5.5-point favorites. The over-under is 52.5, Zach. Joey Burr is back. You saw immediately what that means. Kid is good. You got this one.
Oh man,
they can run the table. Actually, Bengals run the table.
I should again. This is like first Thursday night game. Smart bets just take the over. But again, I lose my money because I don't do the smart bet. Give me the Bengals to win.
I got the over. I'll tell you what though, they win this game. Here's the remaining schedule for the Bengals after this week. You got the Ravens at home, which you already beat them already. The Cardinals, the Browns. Oh wait, sorry, no. The Ravens, the Dolphins on the road, the Cardinals, and the Browns. So if they get through this game, it gets scary because they'll own every tiebreaker too with the Steelers, and I think the Steelers tiebreaker. I think they own also too, I believe. So if in the way the Steelers are playing, and so the Ravens playing right now, it's very, very possible the Bengals can run the table like last year and steal the division.
I really can't afford that to happen because that would mean I would lose a 7-team division parlay because Kansas.
Oh, we lost him. We lost Zach. Hold on. All right, you were talking about the Bengals and the schedule and what they could.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. We're recording now. So you were talking about the Bengals and the parlay you have going with the Chiefs, and then we lost you. Oh, we lost you again. All right, so we lost you twice now. We're back though. You talking about the Bengals, and you said you had a big parlay with the Chiefs.
Yeah. So, like, I have Jacksonville. I have the Rams. I have the Eagles who are still winning right now. Green Bay's only a half a game out. I got a couple more, but yeah, I took the Bengals, but I had the Chiefs also to win their division.
That ain't happening.
So yeah, exactly. So if the Bengals come back from being way out of the picture, it'll be heartbreaking to lose.
Just by one, right?
Yeah. On the one you thought was really safe,
Right. It's always better to have, like, if you lose, it makes you lose the whole thing.
Yeah, at least there's a couple.
I agree. I totally agree with you on that. All right, next game. Broncos at Raiders. The Broncos are 7.5-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 48.5.
48.5?
No. 40.5.
40.
40.
Yeah, I actually think the Broncos could score 41 against the Raiders. So just give me the Broncos to cover.
The last time they played, though, Denver won 10-7.
Yeah, that was what, early in the season, right?
I think week 6, week 7. I think it was.
Oh shit!
Some of that.
Later than I thought. But...
I'm going under. Because Denver probably score 20-something points, but then they'll, Raiders score nothing. So you're under right there. All right. This is a huge game. Who would have thought this game would have been a game of the week? Probably. Bears at Packers. The Packers are 6.5-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 44.5. This is the most important Bears-Packers game we have seen in years.
Man, I just can't buy the consistency of the Packers. All right, I get it. The Bears are beating them mostly on garbage teams, but the Packers just have not been consistent. Give me the Bears getting the points.
I'm with you too. Also, look, Green Bay might win this game still, but the points—that's a lot of points. It's a lot of points for a team that's so up and down. I'll let Chicago the points here definitely. And look, they may win the game too also, but I think for anything, Bears and the points here definitely. All right, Rams at Cardinals. The Rams were 8-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 48.
All right, after that humiliating loss, I have to expect the Rams to come back out and perform. So give me the Rams.
Yeah, I might go the other way and put the Cardinals in the points here. Rams win the game, but I think the Cardinals in the points. They're home. The Cardinals have been frisky all year long. Jacoby Brissett has been playing some good football.
Best of his career.
Yeah, dude. It's been really, really, like, I swear to God, the best job in the world is backup quarterback. If you're good enough to come in spot duty, you can make easy $5 to $10 million a year just doing that job. Best job in the world.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett could be a quarterback in this league for another like 5 or 6 years. Just doing that.
He's getting up there in age, man. He's been in this league for a while.
About 10 years, yeah. About 10 years. But still, he's still solid.
I would say the position that is stealing the most money is the Detroit Lions punter. That man is probably making $2 million, and he's probably punted 5 times all season.
Yeah, because he's going for 4th down every time.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday football. Texans at Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 42. Is this the day the Chiefs get ready for good?
I believe this is the burial rites right here.
Mm-hmm.
Honest to God, I believe the Texans end any hope for the season for the Chiefs.
Do you have Houston?
I absolutely have Houston to cover.
I think the Chiefs have to win out. Honestly, I think given how big a mess the AFC wild card picture is right now, I don't even think 10 wins is enough anymore. I think you need at least 11 wins to even have a chance to get that wild card, which means they're gonna win out the entire year. Now, to their credit, they have their schedule is kind of weird because they have a couple of tough games there, but a lot of them at home. I'm bringing it up right now real quick. Tell you. I know they so I have Houston this week. Chiefs schedule. Let's see real quick. Houston this week. Then they have so they have home against the Chargers, Titans on the road, Broncos at home, and then Raiders on the road. So the good news is that all their tough games are at home. So it is feasible they can win out, but I don't think they will.
Nah,
I don't think they will.
I don't see them beating Denver, and I don't see them winning this game. So that's 2 more losses right there.
That's 8 right there. Yeah,
but I just don't see it happening.
But I'm gonna take KC because what have I told you all year long? Until I see that the Chiefs are eliminated from the playoff contention, I'm not gonna believe it. So I just believe in Mahomes and I believe in Andy Reid. Give me Chiefs in this game just because it's the Chiefs. So, all right, and finally, Monday Night Football: Eagles at Chargers. The Eagles 3-point favorites. The over/under is 41. Zach,
give me the Eagles. I mean, you don't even know whether or not Herbert's gonna play.
Exactly.
Eventually, this is the game that finishes the Eagles' season, or it proves it was just a blip in the road to another championship, and that's what I really hope it is for the Eagles.
So is it DEFCON 5 the highest one?
That was DEFCON 1.
DEFCON 1, right? Whatever the highest one is of highest alert is they lose this game. That's where we're at now. Because if Dallas wins the game on Thursday Night Football, Eagles lose on Monday night. Now they're a game behind in the division, and then you have all that stuff going on in Philadelphia, all the stuff, locker room stuff going on. I mean, that is a problem. So this is a must win for the Eagles. Must win for the Eagles. I think they'll do it and they're lucky because Herbert's availability is unsure right now. And I think even Herbert, let's play. I think he's still win the game, but who knows, man? This has been a very, very discouraging stretch for the Eagles as of late. So, but I will put the Eagles win because they do have the better team. They should win this game. So, and there's your best bets for this week. Before we get out of here, one last time, and thank God, because after this we don't have to talk to them anymore. So I can't stand them. Florida State Seminoles season's officially over. They are not bowl eligible. They went 5-7 this year. So to put a bow on the year, Zach, our last FSU minute for the season. What letter grade are you giving the Seminoles this year?
Oh man, I should give them. I mean, they earn enough. They earned enough, but I really want to give them that D+ for this C-, so that maybe they don't have to retake the course. For the simple fact they gave me hope the first 3 weeks of the season. Especially that first week when they beat Alabama. And it crushed a lot of my family's heart. But if I'm being real, it's another F. Absolute failure.
Especially the way the season started on top of that, too. They go 3-0, dominant fashion, beat Alabama week 1, the whole 9. You think, oh, my God, this is going to be a great year. And then it just fall apart, free fall after that.
Yeah.
I went D because they did more than double their win total last year. But, of course, 2-10, I mean, nowhere but up. And the only reason they get a D is because they did beat Alabama this year. Other than that, there's nothing else to really look at as like a positive at all.
Yeah,
you lose to Pittsburgh. You lose to Miami's better than we are. I get it.
You get blown out by Miami. The ending of that game is BS. You get blown out by Florida. You get blown out by Clemson. So essentially, your 3 biggest rivals, you got destroyed at.
Right. And at this point, for me, it's going to be okay. Norvell's staying another year. We know that. They already said that. What's next? I mean, do you retool the coach staff again? Because you already did that this past offseason. You know, who knows? I don't know. I think this team is they're a mess. They're a mess. And in the worst part, they play in a very easy conference.
Look, if you're going to continue to chase after players from outside the state of Florida in the portal, you're going to continue to be a bottom feeder. If you could at least focus on the high school seniors here in Florida so that you have depth and talent, maybe you stand a chance against lesser opponents. But that isn't this guy's prerogative. He thinks with what Bobby Bowden built and Jimbo Fisher had going on, that he can go recruit outside of this state and compete against the big boys. Dude, you're a shit coach. Focus on this state, please.
I agree 100%. So now we put the Noles to bed finally. Out the way, they're nuisance, obviously. Zach, let's pick this week. And yeah, this is actually the last time we're doing this segment on the show in the studio. So the next time we do another show next week, we'll be in a new studio.
All right.
So, yeah. So, although I'm only moving 2 buildings over, so
still gotta get that moving, man. Still gotta carry shit.
I'm not looking forward to it, brother. Not looking forward to it at all. Not looking forward to it. So, good job by you, man, and good luck.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
You got it, brother. Later.